Hi, I'm Kim Stevens here in the Fox 26 newsroom, and men's health and age really is quite in the spotlight right now, mostly with the presidential election. At first, it was two older men running for president. Now that President Biden is out, Donald Trump, who was the younger candidate, is now the older one, as he will likely be going against Kamala Harris, who will be 60 and, of course, is a woman come Election Day. I'd like to introduce Evan Miller, a PhD, and also CEO of Gameday Men's Health, to help us better understand I've been kind of calling it, Evan, the fountain of youth for men, things that men are doing to try to stay healthy and maybe look and feel a little younger. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
How long have you been with Gameday, or when did you start it and why?
Yeah, so I started Gameday in 2018, and it was pretty simple. At the time, I was in my mid 30s, and all of a sudden, and this happens for every guy throughout his life, you kind of look in the mirror and you go, I just don't feel the same I used to, right? And some guys, it happens when they're in their 30s, some guys 40s, some guys in their 20s. I want to go and just do a checkup. I had my blood work done, and my hormone levels were low. My testosterone levels were low. And this kind of had this aha moment that, hey, wait a second, maybe it's not depression or just low energy or a lot of these common symptoms that, when guys do go to the doctor, and we all know that we're the least likely to show up to these appointments. Maybe it's not just as, common as take a pill, come back in 90 days. So I thought there might be something to kind of getting your testosterone levels back to where they should be. And that's what Gameday is. It's a place where guys come in, we offer free testing, and everybody can kind of feel better and get back in the game.
Does insurance play a part in this at all, or is it out of pocket?
It's out of pocket. Yeah. So that's one of the benefits of Gameday is, we're not, thousands of dollars a month. It's a couple $100s, and that gets you going. And we're not beholden to the insurance companies that kind of tell us how we should treat patients or not. We're here to help every guy feel his best. And that's kind of the bottom line.
I'm certainly not here to do a commercial for Gameday, but I would like to better understand what you've learned through all of this time. You talk about testosterone levels changing. Yeah. We know very well that women's hormones change not only every month, but then there's that dreaded M word, menopause, but men go through something with their hormone levels as well. What would a sign be that your testosterone levels are lower than they used to be?
Great question, Kim. So 1 in 4 men are going to struggle with low testosterone levels at some point in their life. And over half of men are going to struggle with ED at some point. So what we're doing is really bringing these things out of the shadows. These are common things every guy is going to really struggle with at some point. We like to say there's no shame in your game. Come on in. We're going to help you feel your best. The big symptoms, though, I'll tell you, low energy and poor sleep. Guys who walk into our offices, they go, gosh, I need 2 coffees in the afternoon just to get through the day. Or my sleep is awful. I go to bed at the same time. I'm tossing and turning all night. I never wake up feeling refreshed. What can I do to feel better? Those are pretty common signs that, hey, something's going on. The cool thing for us is, give us a half an hour with any guy anywhere throughout the United States. We're going to test those levels. If they come back low, we put a simple treatment plan in place to get them feeling better. And oftentimes it does look like depression, and it's really not.
Can you take testosterone as a pill, or is it more effective as an injection?
Yeah, there is a pill form. I'd say the gold standard, certainly, and most of our patients do an injection. It's once a week. Patients come into our offices, and we administer the shot for them, or they can do it themselves.
For a lifetime?
Most guys are on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, indefinitely. It's kind of like a maintenance, more or less, type program, like take a multivitamin in the morning. I do my testosterone treatment once a week. Certainly the benefits far outweigh, the cons for a lot of guys once they start.
And do guys notice other things that are different once they bring their testosterone levels up, aside from, you said ED, erectile dysfunction, or maybe not getting good enough sleep, or maybe just not feeling as happy? Are there other benefits or aspects, changes that come with it?
Yeah, so that's really the exciting part is you really see kind of the light switch and the spark come back in their eyes. And it takes 1 or 2 months of being on a program like that Gameday offers all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I just have more energy. I feel like I don't need as much coffee in the morning. Or holy cow, I haven't slept that well since I was a teenager. These small type of things. Concentration as well. Well, I'm really focused. I feel like I can just get through my day like a breeze. There's a vitality that returns a lot of times for these guys. And it's really cool to be a part of. For Game Day, the reason I created it was every guy who walks in the door, just help him feel his best. If you treat him like a brother and he's feeling his best, you've done not only a great thing for him, but the whole community and his family and his relationships and his partner. He's a better dad. He's a better all-around dude, as we like to say.
Are there other issues that men are dealing with right now that maybe they're pushing aside that you think, gosh, man, come on, if you just took care of this, you'd be happier, you'd feel better?
Yeah. So honestly, I don't know if it's a feel better one, but we at Game Day, we do free prostate screening as well. And this is a huge, early detection of prostate levels is awesome to prevent prostate cancer. So we're about to be the largest screener of prostate levels in the entire country. Millions and millions of guys are coming into Game Day curious of, hey, what's my testosterone level? And that same sample that we use for their testosterone results, we do PSA test on it as well. And so we're catching a lot of early cancer at Game Days. A lot of guys in their 30s have no idea, oh my gosh, my prostate levels are elevated. We go, hey, you need to go see a urologist. And lo and behold, there was something growing. So we take a lot of pride in that, a lot of the early detection stuff. The reality here, Kim, is that most guys are not coming in for any of these types of services until they're much later in life, maybe 50 years old. They got to do that kind of, the big exam. We catch them early, right? And we help them feel better, faster, earlier. And because of that, they're living longer. And that's really important.
What are some other things that you think men should be paying attention to with their bodies so that they can live longer?
Yeah, I mean, the big one really is mental health, and there's still a ton of stigma around it. There's a real epidemic, around the United States of men who struggle with depression. Guys are the most likely to commit suicide, highest risk of, suicidal behavior. So as guys get older, and even younger guys, we really normalize that, hey, at some point in our life, everyone's going to struggle with something. Maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's panic disorder, depression. These are very common things. They don't need to be taboo. So we want to just normalize these types of things, whether it's testosterone replacement or mental health treatment or erectile dysfunction treatment. There's no shame anymore. Guys, we're ready, right? More than previous generations. We're motivated to get out there, maybe spend a couple $100s a month to really say, hey, I want to be my best self, and not just say, oh, I'm an older guy now, let's mail it in. No, that's not how we're living.
Is age really just a number?
It can be. It certainly can be. I think the keys are really taking care of yourself earlier, right? And then putting those good habits into place. And we always like to say, some of our younger guys who walk in the door, get a baseline lab panel done and just check everything out, right? Your labs are going to tell us the story of what's happening inside your body. And, 9 times out of 10, younger guys who come in their 20s or 30s, they're fine, right? But at least we got a baseline. And you just monitor that over time. Oh my gosh, my cholesterol is elevated. Maybe I should, look at diet or more exercise, whatever it may be. I think just more education and more being proactive earlier, that'll fare better longer term, where we are living longer. And those are a lot of the reasons why.
Did you create this because you saw that men were less likely to go to a guy in a white coat and maybe more inclined to go to a guy in a pretty cool office wearing a nice bright t-shirt?
Yeah, that was it. You hit it, Kim. We hate going to the doctor. I say this all the time. We are the least likely to show up. We're big babies, especially when it comes to blood draws and injections. Forget it, right? We're going to miss that appointment if you give us a reason to, right? The parking lot was too full. Oh, I'm out of here, right? I'm taking off. Game Day is comfortable. It's a man cave feel. You walk in, there's ESPN on TV, all the snacks you want, friendly staff. And the most important point here is that we get guys in and out within 45 minutes. This isn't, most guys go to the doctor, they go, oh, I'm going to the doctor today. I guess my day's shot, 2-3 hours waiting in a room. That's not what we're about at Game Day. Give us 45 minutes of your time and we'll get you on your way.
All right. Well, thank you very much for reminding men to take care of themselves, and no more excuses, right, Evan?
That's right. No more. Thanks so much, Kim.
Here's to your health.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.